Good morning students, this is chemistry session for class 10th. As you know, I have started premier classes for class 10th and nowadays I am getting lot of support from your side and this support makes me more energetic and I started thinking more positively to do something in a different way, something in more positive way. Now we move on NCERT in text question. Question number 1. It is on page number 10. A substance X is used in, this question is actually a substance X is used in whitewashing. Identify the substance X and write its formula. And second part is write the balanced chemical equation when this substance react with water. So, let us see. A substance X is used in whitewashing. First part is name the substance X. Name the substance X. Write its formula. And second part is write chemical reaction, write chemical equation of substance X with water. This is the question. A substance X is used in whitewashing. Actually, this substance is quicklime. It is used in whitewashing and its formula is CaO, calcium oxide. This is first part, and in second part write chemical equation of the substance X with water. So, as you know, substance X is quicklime, CaO plus water. It gives, when quicklime reacts with water, it gives calcium hydroxide. It is lime water. So, this is the chemical equation of substance X with water. Now, take a screenshot of it. Now, second question. As you have studied in this chapter that when electric current is passed through water, hydrogen gas and oxygen gas are collected at different electrodes. So, this is the related question. Question number 2. Y is the amount of gas collected in one of the test tubes in activity 1.7 double the other. Name this gas. Name this gas. This is question. Actually, activity 1.7 is electrolysis of water. This is a decomposition reaction. So, when electric current, you can see it, we use 2 electrodes. It is very important activity. 2 carbon electrodes are fitted like this, and it is connected to a battery. And 2 test tubes are placed over the electrodes in inverted position, and now it is filled with water. As you know, the electrode which is connected with the positive terminal of the battery, this is anode, and this electrode which is connected to the negative terminal, it is called cathode. You have to remember this thing, that the electrode which is connected to the positive terminal, that is anode, and the electrode which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, that is cathode. And in this you can see these are 2 test tubes which are placed on the electrodes in inverted position, and now we will use few drops of concentrate sulfuric acid. Few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid is added to water. It makes water as a good conductor, and when electric current is passed, this reaction is taking place. H2O, on passing electric current, electricity, it breaks into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. This is in liquid state. you can very easily balance it. Here you can see 2 oxygen atoms, so multiply it by 2. 2 to the 4 hydrogen, so multiply it by 2. Now you can see oxygen gas which is collected, it is actually 1 mole oxygen gas is collected and it is 2 mole hydrogen gas is collected. So this is the related question, why is the gas collected in one of the test tube is double than the other in this activity. So since in water, this is the answer, in water hydrogen and oxygen are combined in the ratio 2:1. That's why hydrogen gas collected has double the volume of oxygen gas. Okay. You have to learn it that oxygen gas is collected at anode. Here oxygen gas is collected and at anode hydrogen gas is collected. Okay. It may be asked कि on which electrode hydrogen gas is collected. So you can remember hydrogen gas is collected at cathode and oxygen gas is collected at anode. The volume of hydrogen gas collected at cathode is double the volume of oxygen gas which is collected at anode. So this is the solution for this question, and this is the activity which is explained in 1.7. This is the decomposition of water. Actually, this decomposition reaction takes place in presence of electricity. So, it can be termed as electrolytic decomposition. Okay. This is called electrolytic decomposition. Now take a screenshot of it. Now let us see questions from page number 13. On this page, first question: why does the color of copper sulfate change when an iron nail is dipped in it? This is the question. Why does the color of copper sulfate solution change when an iron nail is dipped in it? So, let us see. When we take copper sulfate solution in a test tube, this is copper sulfate solution, and now dip an iron nail in it, and when we keep it for 10 to 15 minutes, then the color of copper sulfate solution is actually, it is blue color. After 15 minutes, blue color solution becomes fade and it changes to light green, and the nail, it becomes brown in color. Okay. So, the color of, you can write this solution like this: the color of copper sulfate solution changes to light green due to formation of iron second sulfate. Okay. And copper is deposited on iron nail, that is why it becomes brownish in color. We can write this reaction also: iron plus copper sulfate aqueous, because this solution is prepared in water. So, as we know, iron is more reactive than copper. So, iron displaces copper from the solution and it forms ferrous sulfate, and copper becomes free. Okay. Due to formation of ferrous sulfate, this is iron second sulfate, solution changes to light green due to formation of ferrous sulfate, and the nails becomes brown in color due to deposition of copper on the surface. Now, take a screenshot of it. Now, second question is, write an example of double displacement reaction other than discussed in 1.10 activity. So, second question is, write an example of double displacement reaction other than discussed in the activity 1.10. We can take one more example. Potassium bromide KBr plus barium iodide when aqueous solution of potassium bromide and barium iodide, these two solutions are mixed up, then these two compounds react, and due to this the two new compounds are formed by exchange of ions. So, as a product, potassium bromide, potassium iodide plus barium bromide. It is aqueous and it is precipitate. So, it is in solid state. You can very easily balance it. You can see BaI2, barium iodide. Iodine, it has two atoms, but here you can see there is only one atom. So, multiply it by 2, iodine is balanced, and now potassium 2K means 2 potassium atoms, and here you can see 1 potassium atom. So, multiply it by 2. So, now the entire chemical equation is now balanced. So, this is the example other than which what was discussed in activity 1.10. Now, take a screenshot of it. Now, next question is, identify the substance that are oxidized and the substance that are reduced in the following reactions. This is question number 3. Identify the substance that are oxidized and the substance that are reduced in the following following reactions. Now first reaction is Na plus O2, it gives Na2O, means you can balance it. O2, there is only one oxygen, here two oxygen atoms, so multiply it by 2. 2 2s are 4, so multiply it by 4. Now this reaction is balanced also. Sodium, when react with oxygen, it forms sodium oxide. In this reaction, you have to find out which substance is oxidized or reduced. In this reaction, you can see sodium is changed into sodium oxide. Okay? It means sodium has gained oxygen. So, if there is a gaining of oxygen take place, it means there is oxidation. It means, again I repeat, you can see sodium when react with oxygen, it forms sodium oxide, and in this reaction you can see there is gaining of oxygen takes place. Gaining of oxygen, it means when there is a gaining of oxygen take place, it means there is oxidation. So, sodium is oxidized. Sodium Na is oxidized. Okay. Now, in second part of the question, CuO plus H2, it gives Cu plus H2O. You can see here copper oxide when react with oxygen, react with the hydrogen, it forms copper plus H2O, that is water. You can see what is happening here. Actually, from CuO it is converted into Cu. It means there is loss of oxygen. Here loss of oxygen is taking place. It means there is reduction and you can see hydrogen has gained oxygen and it is oxidized into water. So, there is oxidation. In this oxidation and reduction, both reactions are proceeding simultaneously. So, one substance is getting reduced in this reaction and one substance is getting oxidized. So, from which substance? Now, you can answer from which substance oxygen is removing. You will get the answer CuO. It means this substance is getting reduced. So, the answer is the substance getting reduced is CuO. It is getting reduced. and which substance is getting oxidized. Now, to answer this question, you can see which substance is gaining oxygen. So, you will see hydrogen is gaining oxygen and it is oxidized into water. So, hydrogen is getting oxidized. Okay. So, the substance in this reaction, the substance which is getting reduced, it is copper oxide, and the substance which is getting oxidized, it is hydrogen. Now, take a screenshot of it. Okay, students, now this session is over today and we will discuss some more important questions from this chapter in the next video. Thank you, students.